I saw my friend's husband on Tinder. What should I do with this information? I saw a friend's husband on Tinder. I am single and I am unfortunately on all of the dating apps. I recently saw the husband of a friend on Tinder. It was his name, his pics, age, and location, so it was 100% him. I contacted her to catch up for lunch and thought I would try and get some info out of her to see if they were still together, etc. She said that they were doing well after a rough patch, so I thought I would just keep the info to myself. Now several months on, I saw him again. Updated profile. Fresh pics, etc. I feel so torn as to what to do. Yes, we are friends, but we aren't super close. I don't know how she will react. Some women will shoot the messenger and still stay with their husband. Our daughters go to school together, and if word got out that I was trying to cause trouble or break up their marriage, it will make life hell for my daughter. But I feel bad for my friend. She doesn't deserve this, and I am almost 100% certain they are not in an open marriage. Please help. I want to tell her, but I don't want the info to come from me. I took screenshots and now I'm just waiting for what to do next. Her and I aren't super close. See each other once a year at best. Don't talk or communicate other than the odd reply to a Facebook post, etc. If she was super close with me, I would feel more comfortable telling her. I think he wants to be found out, otherwise why would he use his real details? Help. Comment. I'd screenshot it and send it with a "Hey, don't know what your relationship dynamics are like, but thought I'd give you a heads up just in case." They could have an open relationship, so she might be fully aware, or he's just your garden variety cheat that needs to be put on blast. Do you have her email? If you do, just start a new mail account and mail her this. If you have her phone number, get a throwaway SIM card and text form this anonymous number. If you only have Facebook, DM me her profile and those screenshots. I'll send it to her saying hi. Some Redditor found your husband on Tinder but was afraid to tell you herself XD. Yes, she deserves to know. Don't keep it from her. How would you feel if a year from now she told you he divorced me and judge ruled it to be my fault? He took everything, and had a new girlfriend in 3 days after the divorce. I don't know what to do. I'm living with my parents, but it can't be long term. Seriously though, I'd suggest telling her just in case. You could make a throwaway account on some social media and DM her screenshots if you're concerned about her knowing it's you. A few years ago I was in your position. I saw a friend's boyfriend on Tinder. I decided to tell her because if that was my partner I would 100% want to know. I sent her screenshots of the profile. She wasn't mad at me and talked to him. Unfortunately, he managed to convince her that it was an old profile that he hadn't used since they got together, even though some of the pictures were of the two of them together with her cropped out. Really, all you can do is give her the information. It's up to her to figure out what she wants to do with it. If she gets mad at you for trying to break them up or for stirring the pot, that's on her for being so dense, and it doesn't seem like that's someone you'd want to associate with. Tell her, but also keep in mind that lots of people use other people's photos to catfish. If he says he doesn't have the app on his phone and lets you check and it's not there, have him download it. If it pops right up, he's lying. It's different when you first download versus re-download. If he's innocent, he should have zero issues proving as much. Hattie friend suggestion: maybe send her screenshots and tell her that you think that someone is using her husband's images to catfish people on Tinder. That way you are telling her without actually telling her. Next story 2. Fiancé and I have successfully gotten pregnant after months of trying, and now he wants me to have an abortion. We've been trying for months for a baby and tried up until a few weeks ago, but in the last 2 weeks we argued and our relationship almost ended. I almost ended it because of his behavior and how stubborn he can be. I'm now the one trying to put the pieces back together, and he's still unsure we should be together. He also told me he's not ready for the additional responsibility of a child. I then found out I'm 2 to 3 weeks pregnant, and he's taking his sweet time in deciding whether he can convince himself to stay in the relationship. We have a doctor's appointment tomorrow which he's taking me to, and then he may talk more about his decision. He's definitely keen for me to have an abortion, as he insists he's not ready because he's actually enjoying life right now and focusing on exercising and partying late into the night and enjoying his job, but I'm so hoping he has a change of heart when we go to the doctor. It just feels like his reasons are selfish and he's not thought this way for long, so I'm hoping he sees reason and reconsiders. And I'm hoping he doesn't string me along any longer in regards to our relationship, mostly as this will educate my decision too on keeping this child that I've wanted for so long. I feel like I'm wrapped around his little finger right now. I've been looking forward to our future together and children with him for so long. Why the sudden change of heart and lack of urgency to help this relationship work? Why does he need so much time and space to think when I don't have that? I'll need an abortion ASAP if he decides he can't be there for a child. After 5 days of this situation playing out, his response to me asking him if he's given it all much thought was not really. Comment. You need to end this relationship. Actively trying for a baby with you and then telling you he's not ready suddenly when you're pregnant is absolutely unhinged behavior. If you stay in this relationship, you are guaranteed going to be miserable the rest of your life. This guy does not care about you. He only cares about himself. It is not uncommon that people only want to have children in the abstract. When it becomes a reality that they are actually going to have to be a parent, it's only then they realize they don't actually want to do that thing. Are you mentally, financially, emotionally, and physically capable of being a single parent? Do you want to bring a child into the world knowing that their father doesn't want them? I understand you both have been planning. But you said your relationship was getting so bad that you wanted to end it. Babies don't mend relationships. If you're the only one trying to fix the relationship, it will be hard to keep the family together. As long as you are able to love and support your child and have the support of those around you, I think you'll be fine. It's better for a child to be raised by one happy parent than two miserable ones, and I say this as someone who grew up in a toxic household with two parents. Also, please don't wait around for him to decide whether he wants to be with you. Make it easy on him and make the decision for yourself. Dude is 35 and out partying all the time. A baby isn't going to make this situation any better or make him any more responsible. You need to approach the decision regarding the pregnancy as if you would be a single parent if you keep it, because that is what will happen. Regardless, you need to end this relationship. He is wasting your time and your energy. Unless you want to be a single mom, I'd have an abortion. It's abundantly clear he isn't ready to be a committed father. What his reasons are and whether you think he has been selfish doesn't really matter. If he doesn't want kids and you do, I'd suggest having an abortion, then dump him and find someone more suitable to your needs. Next story 3. My GF in rage said she never wants to see me again. This morning while sleeping I opened Instagram and then fell asleep again. Half an hour later I texted my GF via SMS good morning, and then she replied to me, everything was okay. When I opened Instagram later I saw her activity status enabled and she was online, sent her a post, and immediately she replied, you were online an hour ago and didn't text me. I knew you were always doing this, never done this. I apologized to her, but she blocked me from everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, number. I knew I had to go to her, so I bought flowers, chocolate, and her favorite burger. I went to see her at work, and she kicked me out yelling with rage, I never want to see you again, you don't deserve anything. She also said, I don't want to have anything with you again, it's over. She has said those words in rage before when she's mad. So I left. I didn't want to cause her any trouble. When I got home I contacted her on WhatsApp, I apologized, and explained everything. I asked her not to rush into making big decisions when she's angry. Moments later she saw the messages and blocked me there. Few hours later I tried contacting her on Viber, but after seeing the messages, she blocked me there too. Her BFF asked me if I had brought her flowers because she had sent a picture to her. And she had advised her to take care of me and love me. To that she had only replied, eh. I understand her, she has the right to be mad at me, she was also under a lot of pressure lately, I am genuinely scared for her. Because this past weekend something scary happened to both of us that really freaked us out, and she needed to visit a doctor today or tomorrow. She has no one to share the problem and her worries with. I am really scared and worried for her. How should I handle this? Should I try to get things right with her, or not? The thing that makes my mind wonder is, would she share that I gave her flowers if she had ended things with me for real? Comment. Her reaction is so extreme. Just picture your life in the long run, would you be able to tolerate this? Walking on eggshells just to please her? This relationship should be a safe place for both of you regardless of the circumstances. I say give her space until she reaches out and only then proceed to ask her about her doctor's appointment. Then when things calm down and everything settles, communicate with her about her anger issues, insecurities, and rage. Tell her that this relationship involves both parties and not only her, and she should be more flexible and considerate to your feelings. Give her a chance and space to change. If she did not change, don't waste your time. Break up and move on. I was about your age when I got into a relationship with an older woman like this. My one piece of advice, take dar as you escape, put your head down and fucking run. I should have left the first time, but I didn't, and nothing got better, so run Barry run. She's got some unresolved trauma somewhere and I do not think you're qualified to help her through it. This level of insecurity is most likely a result of something that's happened to her in the past. This is not normal for a relationship, this is not a healthy way to communicate feelings. I'd say you should reflect and think about whether you'd want to stick around and go through this again. You cannot force her to seek help and you cannot help her. I'd suggest if you do break it off, be objective and honest with her, so she knows what happened and can decide for herself whether she wants to seek help.